guys, welcome back to Shelf Life Extension. I'm Alexis.
And I'm Shelby from The Eclectic Aficionado.
And now that she's all fancy and has her own channel and shit, so we're looking rough today, because it's like, it's almost 12 in the afternoon, but she works nights, so she has to go to sleep like right after this, and then I kind of like just woke up not that long ago, and we just didn't care to really do anything with this, so.
Well, I scrubbed mine off after I mowed the lawn and made a video, which is up now, and then I was gonna go to sleep, and then she was like, oh, but we could put a video, and I was like, whoa, and she's like, food and video, and I was like, yeah, I'm down.
So today we're gonna be doing the Guess That Book challenge, you know, the one where you show a cover to them and then they have to guess what it's about based off of the cover. So I picked 4 books and I'm gonna give her them and she has to guess what they're about, and then we'll see how close it is. So
not at all.
First book is The Wicked Within by Kelly Keaton. This is actually the 3rd in the series, but
okay. So it looks like it might be about some high society, maybe a little witchcraft or some underground voodoo-y things going on, and maybe she is like pretty high up in the society and people don't really know about it, and there's just like intrigue and mystery. I don't really know like where to go with this. And maybe there's some masquerade balls going on since they're high society and fancy, like, you know, 17th, 18th centuries somewhere in a long lost land in a castle. So how did she do?
How did she do? Not good at all.
Yes!
So this is actually a really cool series. You can actually see the first 2 covers right here. But it's about a girl, what's her name? It's about a girl named Ari, whose family, at least all the women in her family, have been cursed with the Medusa curse, which means every time they turn 16, they turn into the Medusa. So pretty much
super cool.
Yeah.
I was right about the underground dark magic-iness.
Yeah, kind of. And it's in New Orleans. Ooh. And it's kind of like where it's called New 2 because there's been this wave of paranormal activity, and everybody who has paranormal either powers or weird things going on moved into New Orleans, and it's kind of like a quarantine area. But otherwise, what happens in this is Athena wants her to wage war against the gods because she's the Medusa. You know, obviously only Medusa can kill the gods. Yeah. So yeah, and it's about her being like, no, and trying to figure out how to handle her powers and fight back against Athena. Kind of cool.
So there was some societal things going on.
Kinda, yeah.
And I mean, New Orleans masqueradiness.
True. Almost. You had essences, but yeah. So that's that. This is actually kind of cool. This is the only book that I've read that has a Medusa, like, kind of storyline, retelling to it. It's okay. Yeah, so there's that.
I am 0 for 1.
Okay, next is Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea by Anne to April to Chill. There you go. Enjoy that one.
So it looks like it could be a love story. It looks like it might take place in a town by the sea, and there's a bluff. And it looks like maybe the man was lured there by a girl, and maybe she's like a ghost of a dead girl that fell off or something. I don't really know. This is not giving me much on the cover. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. I don't know, maybe it has to do with like, maybe not per se the devil, but like a siren of some sort of spirit that lures humans, and love and affection happens, but maybe his death ultimately. I don't know.
That sounds so much better than what this book actually is about.
Damn it.
I actually really don't like this book at all. It's about a girl, she goes on to, she's living somewhere, and it's by, yeah, you got the right, it's by a fucking seaside, it's like a, you know, summer house or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And behind her house lives a boy in the river, and of course they like fall in love, and there's that connection, but he turns out having powers and weird shit, like. What you said sounds so much better, because I don't like this book at all. Because I thought, when I first saw this and read the synopsis, I thought it was going to be about, like, obviously, like, 2 people who come together, and it's going to be, like, a very toxic, not healthy relationship, and how that kind of affects both of them. Stuff. Nope. Turns out he has powers. And it's just like, no, I can't love you. She's like, no, I love you, you know.
So Twilighty.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's that one. Babies! Next is, this is kind of cool. You'll be able to guess this one, but it's Slayers by C.J. Hill. Nobody has read this fucking book, but that one.
Hey, it's about dragons. What do you know? So it seems to me like maybe dragons are either a rare commodity or are hunted, like either kept for certain things, kind of like Aragoni. Like either they keep them or they're hunted down and, like it says, slain. And I'm sure it has something to do with some sort of protagonist dude, most likely, and he goes off and he befriends the dragon and they go off to save the dragon race.
Almost.
Very
almost. Obviously, yeah, you can tell it's about dragons, and it's about this group of teenagers who are called to be slayers. So actually, it's a female protagonist. So here, I can't really remember what it's called. So it's like before they were killed off by Slayer Knights, they rendered a select group of eggs dormant, so their offspring would survive. Only a handful of people know about this, let alone believe it. These Slayers are descended from the original Knights and are now a diverse group of teens that includes Tori, a smart but spoiled senator's daughter who didn't sign up to save the world. Now the dragon eggs have fallen into the wrong hands. The Slayers must work together to stop the eggs from hatching. They will fight, they will fall in love, but will they survive? This is a fucking weird one, to be honest, because it talks about the eggs in a really fucking weird way.
Okay.
And I don't even know. But you got, hey, you know, dragons, they gotta slay the dragons.
Hey, and there's off to save the race, save the dragon race. I called that.
But not, shh, they don't want the eggs to hatch. They don't want the dragons to come back.
But they don't destroy the eggs, do they? They keep them.
Yeah, pretty much.
So in a way,
yeah.
So I'm half right.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm half right.
Yeah. It's an interesting story. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. Like, this could have been done,
way better.
You know, like, way better. Like, nobody's fucking read this book, and it could have been cool. But anyways, last but not least, is Crash by Lisa McMahon.
So
Gives you a nice tagline, too.
it does. She can't believe her eyes. So there's fire in her eyes, and she can't believe her eyes. So maybe she's like a psychic, or she can like see the paranormal, or she has visions of the paranormal, or she can see, like, fire to me means hell or demons. So maybe she can see the demon race or something, or she has visions of the end of the world or something. She's paranormal. I can tell that much. But what kind of paranormal? Not entirely sure. You're just way too fucking happy about this. Just stop.
So, this is the first book in the Vision series by Lisa McMahon, and it follows this girl named Jules who starts having these pretty much visions, right? Yeah. Psychic
Dreams.
Dreams, pretty much, yeah. And they like keep occurring, and as time goes on, they occur more often and they get more detailed. And what she sees is she sees a crash that ends with shit going up in flames and a certain amount of bodies. So she has to pretty much figure out how to stop these fucking visions from happening, why she's getting these visions, and ultimately who are in the body bags so that she can try and save them and prevent that from happening.
Crazy.
It's actually pretty cool.
That's cool. I'll read that.
Yeah, this one's actually pretty cool. I have a second book too, but I never finished it, so.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the cover.
I know.
It's eye-catching. Ha!
Otherwise, those are the four. So, Shelby, you've got
Like half-ish?
you touched on a lot of the themes that are a lot of there, so you know you've got most of it. You're
I
pretty
ain't
good.
too shabby.
We'll have to do this with your books. I know there's a lot in there that I
Yeah,
haven't.
that she's never even like seen or touched or
So-
never talked about.
So yeah, so those are the 4 books. Yeah, out of all of these, I would probably recommend Crash.
Yeah, I was gonna say out of all those, I want to read Crash.
Yeah. And then of course, because this is the 3rd book, so you have to start with the first book, which is called
I do
Darkness
kinda
Becomes
like-
Her.
Yeah, I kind of want to read that though.
I did really like it. It was like my favorite book for a while, but then I'm kind of like, But yeah, okay, anyways, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, not only to my channel, but to Shelby's channel, The Eclectic Aficionado, which will be linked down below, and all that good stuff. But yeah, otherwise, good. So we'll check you out later. Bye. Nothing's gonna fix this.
No, this is what they're getting today.
Okay. Okay. Okay.